And we are live. That is right. It is WWM Before the Mania. We're actually going to look into the WrestleMania 39 card.
I
I
should have
have
better connection
Don
now.
Maverick with me, but he's kind of busy at the moment. We got someone else coming in right now. We got Joe Monroe in the house from
What's up?
TCW. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man.
So we're here talking about WrestleMania 39, and possibly our favorite WrestleManias of all time. So who wants to start things off, Don or Joe? Either one, I'm fine with it. Anybody?
I guess I'll go first. Well, 39. I think it'll probably be one of the better manias.
I think it would be too. I mean, considering the card that we have for WrestleMania 39, I think it's going to be one of the better cards.
Yeah, and they separated out pretty well this year. I think, rather than a little bit last year. Which last year, I'm not going to complain about it. But
Yeah.
if you want to talk about favorite manias of all time, I mean, hands down, my favorite, definitely WrestleMania 17.
My personal favorite WrestleMania would have to be WrestleMania 2000 because I actually went to it and it was the last WrestleMania me and my dad had together before he got really bad sick.
All right.
Yeah, I would have to agree
So,
with that.
Dawn.
2000.
2000?
Yeah.
2000 was a good WrestleMania, even though
It was.
even though Teddy Long was booking it, by osmosis. Because every match was a multi-man match. So, Joe, what are you most looking forward to with WrestleMania 39?
39. Honestly, I haven't paid really attention to it since I've been training, since I've been working and training.
Yeah.
But I've always respected the Rhodes family, so I like to see Cody and Roman. I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah. So who do you got winning that, Cody or Roman?
I can't decide. That's a battle of families right there, and
Yeah.
Joe Monroe family is 100% important to me. So either way, I'll be happy with it as long as they put on a good match, and I 100% believe that both men will put on a good match.
Yeah. My personal pick for Cody versus Roman would be I want to say Cody, but on the other hand, I kind of want to give Roman Reigns that 1,000 day as champion thing. You know what I'm saying? If he can beat Cody, 3 days later is 1,000 days, and I don't think WWE's going to get us to that close to the finishing line and not let us have it.
I mean, if that happens, it's going to be a riot.
What was you saying, Don?
See, I think they're going to go ahead and let him get to 1,000 days and then do a whole thing to where either he has to relinquish one of the titles or something like that. Because I don't like I said, I don't see nobody really beating him straight up. It has to be some kind of fashion that comes in and helps the other person win, just like they win. So I see Roman winning and going on and probably end up relinquishing it, and then somehow they end up giving him a break somehow because his body does tend to break down, and you can't have a champion hold a belt for so long without defending it. So I feel like maybe all the way up to SummerSlam, and then we'll see a new champion, and then the Bloodline will still have a story, but it'd be like a disbanding, the final part of disbanding of the Bloodline.
I mean, I could see that happening too. Honestly, I see it both ways. I see Cody getting the title, but I also see Roman keeping it. And the person that I believe could take the belt from Roman possibly would be Bray Wyatt. But can we honestly trust Bray Wyatt not to get injured enough to be champion?
Well, that and the fact that Bray Wyatt and authorities tend to not agree with each other on storylines. So
Joe, what's your take on that?
My take is Bray Wyatt just needs to go making horror films. That's just my take on Bray.
Honestly, I agree.
If you want my own, like I respect everything he's done, but if he just wants to keep focusing on like the character aspect and not really do much wrestling with it like he used to, just go make horror films, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, I'm right there with you. So let's talk about Austin Theory versus John Cena. What do you think is going to happen in this match? Is John Cena going to win the U.S. title again, or will Austin Theory become the now of the WWE?
Yeah, definitely. Austin Theory is definitely going to win this match. My perspective on this is the whole going back to when he was saying that Montez Ford chokes a lot when he gets opportunities and stuff. So I feel like John Cena loses this match. Austin Theory wins, and he can't handle the pressure, like Cena says. And Montez flips it and says, "Look who's choking now." And it comes a big old rivalry between them. And eventually, I feel like Montez Ford, like Booker, needs a single championship.
Joe, what's your thoughts?
I haven't really been.
So, anyways, let's talk about your training, Joe. How's that going?
That's actually going good. It's been a little bit because I'm getting a place, as you know. I've been talking to you about that. Training's going excellent. Hopefully, I'll be back in the ring really soon. And the person that's supposed to be on here with us, I don't know where the heck he's at. He's been running his mouth for months and months at a time. He's really good.
Go ahead, bro. Just let it out.
No, I'm gonna wait till he gets on here.
If he does, that's the thing. I don't know if I sent him the link, so
Yeah, let him come on here. I mean, I'm the type of person I'll say it to your face.
Right. So are you gonna go back with CCW whenever you're done with training, or what do
you think, dude?
Okay.
What do you think?
All right then. I didn't know if you were gonna stick with them or go somewhere. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No, I mean I'll go anywhere. I'll go and travel, put my stuff in. But Triple Crown, honestly, they treated me very professionally, and that's going to be 100% my home base.
That's cool.
And I'm happy that he calls himself the Dalai Lama of professional wrestling. Finally decided to make green shirts after I griped at him for not having green. So yeah, it's truly going to be my home. I know I came from elsewhere, but they've
me and you talked about that before. We're not going to go into that,
right? But definitely I'm going to be staying there, and yeah, I'm just waiting on someone who was supposedly, according to his Facebook, dead and is a new character to get on here.
Yeah. I'm staying out of that wholeheartedly because me and you've had conversations about this. But anyways, back to the matter at hand, which is WrestleMania. So let's go. What's your favorite WrestleMania match? If you have to pick one match from any WrestleMania, what would it be and why?
John, you go first because I got to think.
All right. I'm going. I have to go with one of the end of an era matches with the whole Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, just them three in a row. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and then Triple H, Undertaker. That was like an end of era for me. That was like childhood coming to the end and me finding out that I was old.
So, Joe, your friend's here.
Yeah.
I don't want to get started on this guy. I don't even want to get started on this guy.
Start. I'm begging you, start.
So go ahead. Let everyone have it.
You want to start with me? You want to start with me? You're the one who receives that problem with me. And let me tell you something. I can beat you anytime, anywhere. You name it. You name the place.
Jesus Christ. I believe this guy. I mean, the lack of respect from this guy. The lack of respect. That's why I don't like you. You have no respect. You say you can beat everybody. You haven't proven jack, dude. You haven't proven
well,
jack squat.
why don't you come and say that to my face? Why don't you come say that to my face? Why don't you name the time and the place, and I'll show up. Hell, I'll even show up at your house, and maybe I'll teach you a little lesson in respect.
Yeah, little respect, dude. Listen, one-on-one, fine. That's cool. Let's do it. One-on-one. May 6th. May the 6th. I'll be in Ferguson, Kentucky. There we go. Are you happy?
Okay.
I may have to deal with another little idiot that calls himself a king, but he's really the Scream Queen. But if you show up,
my God,
come on.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're talking tough right now, but then when I see you on May 6th, you're gonna tuck your tail and run just like the little scaredy pants you are. Dude, that's all you're gonna do. You're just gonna tuck your tail and you're gonna run. First, you had a problem with me when I was in the Trinity, but now you still seem to have a problem with me. So you know what? I'm gonna have to teach you a little lesson in respect.
Can you even spell respect? I got a question. Can you even spell it?
Yeah. RESPECT.
Find out what it means to me.
Congratulations. A freaking song.
Yeah, I think.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Can you count? Because all it's going to take is 1, 2, 3 for me to beat you.
I mean, I don't need a.
Because I'm pretty sure 3 is the highest you can ever get to.
You know what? Let's do this. You're supposedly Samoan now. Let's do this. How about this? How about winner takes all? Let's not do pinfalls. Let's not do submission. Knockout.
Do Samoan rules. Samoan rules.
Okay, you know what? I accept that. May 6th, I accept that.
You know what? I don't care. Samoan rules ain't jack to an Irish fist, pal.
Oh.
Okay.
It ain't shit to an
Irish fist. The TCW does not.
You know what? I'm going to drop you quicker than.
Book it myself.
I'm going to drop this. No. I'm going to drop you quicker than Brock Lesnar dropped the Undertaker.
Oh, he went.
Oh, yeah, he went there. We don't talk about that for one, and for two, you can go to hell because I ain't going to happen. Hell will freeze over before you drop me.
Hell couldn't handle me. Hell couldn't handle me. I went through hell. I've been through the fire. I've been through the storm, and look where it's gotten me. People know who I am, but do people really know who you are?
Oh, they know who I am.
They know that you're a little.
They will bet. No. They will bet that I'll drop your ass within 10 seconds.
You know, I got a question for you. When's the new Lucky Charms coming out? When's the new Lucky Charms coming out?
What?
That's all I want to know. When's the new Lucky Charms coming out? Because I love the marshmallows.
You're about 10 seconds away from me chasing your ass with this fucking club.
Oh my God!
You're about 10 seconds away.
You want to bring weapons into this? We can bring weapons into this. I'll put you through a table. Hell, I'll put you through 2 tables. Hell, I'll put you through 3. I don't care. You gotta look. You gotta learn how to keep me down. Because here's the one thing that people never learn. One thing that Jimmy Lamb never learned. One thing that nobody's ever learned with Diego or even Kai Malenko. You gotta keep me down first.
You know what? I know Samoans' heads are hard, but they don't compare to a Irish club. I'll say that. I'll split your freaking melon open with this, pal. Trust me, I used to be in street fights. I grew up in street fights, dude. If you want to get crazy, let's get crazy. I'm a crazy guy.
Well, let's go.
You know what? How about this?
You want May 6th? May 6th. I will be there.
Next page, how crazy I can get. Better yet, won't you ask the Scream Queen himself, Logan Drake, how crazy I can get?
You see, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Mike. I could be dealing with so many other superstars, and I got to deal with the Oompa Loompa.
Dang.
Go back to the chocolate factory where you belong and start making your little chocolates. Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Doo. What's gonna happen when the ego kicks your ass?
Nothing's gonna happen. Except for those ass being on the match for one.
Or excuse me, Diego. I have a serious question. Which character are you this week? Are you the Michael Jackson? Are you Elvis? Are you somebody else? What are you this week?
Right now, the only thing I am this week is myself. Something that Joe Moreau seems to have an issue with is me being myself because he doesn't know how to be himself. He doesn't know how to unleash himself because, see, I've unleashed myself. I've been in so many fights in RWA. I have one in KPW and plus some others in Kentucky. Hell, I've even faced Adrian Alexander. But you know what? it seems like when I first joined DPW, Joe Monroe apparently has an issue with me because it's a Celtic thing. Well, you know what? Don't blame me. Why don't you blame the ex-leader, the little, that little jack-off meth head, Simply Rick?
Any final words? Any final words from you two?
Ladies first.
Then speak.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead. Lesbian first.
no, speak. Real men talk last. Speak.
You know what? It's a good thing that he let me speak first because he knows who he has to bow down to when he faces me. So here's the thing. Here's my last words to him. May 6th, if you want the match, fine then. I'll definitely be down there May 6th. You just name the time and the place, buddy. And hell, I don't care if we do it in the bar. I don't care if we do it in the streets. Hell, I can even give you my address and we can do it there. I don't care. I will beat the hell out of you and make sure you stay down for the rest of your career.
That's funny because people's tried that once or twice and it never worked. I never stay down. I always get back up. And for one, I know who the hell I am. I'm a fucking Monroe. And there's one thing we don't stop doing. We don't stop fighting. We either win or we die.
You know what? All I'm going to say, Mike, is that when we go clashing together, there's going to be blood. There's going to be hell to pay.
All right, so Cameron, since we're talking about WrestleMania, what are you most looking forward to with WrestleMania 39?
The one thing I'm looking forward to at WrestleMania 39 is the match between Roman and Cody.
Okay,
and
who do you got? Okay, who do you
But
have?
also the bloodline. To be honest, I feel like this time the bloodline is probably going to go down. But in my opinion, I feel like it's also a plan of Roman's.
Okay. So now that all of that's been laid out, and by the way, if TCW does not book that match, I gladly will. But anyways, so Cameron, favorite WrestleMania match of all time from any WrestleMania?
Favorite WrestleMania match? I'll probably have to say the WrestleMania 26 match between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
Thank you. Another
pick that match.
It's just the end of an era match, man.
Undertaker has been my idol since I was a kid when I first got into wrestling. When my friend first showed me wrestling for the first time, I'm like, who's this dark guy? Oh, okay, I like this guy. And then I started watching Undertaker's matches. I'm like, you know what? I want to be just like this guy one day. And then when I saw the feud between him and Shawn, I'm like, damn, it's the greatest feud right now for WrestleMania. Like, this is like the showstopper and an undefeated streak right here.
Yeah. For me, my personal favorite WrestleMania match would have to be, it's actually two of them. Well, three of them, sorry. My top three is Savage Steamboat WrestleMania 3 for the Intercontinental title. Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 12 Iron Man match, the first Iron Man match ever to take place. And WrestleMania 16, the Triangle Ladder match.
I respect that. Sorry if I'm doing the DoorDash also. I'm making money, something that Joe Monroe knows nothing how to do.
Oh, Joe came back on. I wasn't ready for that. Hold on.
Well, look who came crawling out of the rock. Hello, Patrick Starr. How you doing?
Patrick Starr, motherfucker.
Dude, you popped on like Jason Voorhees, bro. I was waiting for a hockey match to come on.
Just popped out from nowhere.
That's the point, Mike.
Go ahead.
What's Diego or Solo Sikoa Jr. or whatever the hell is talking about today?
We were talking about his favorite WrestleMania matches.
Oh yeah, I didn't speak on it. Probably got to go Stone Cold Rock 3 Mania 19.
That was a good match too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Honestly,
I like that. He actually got some brains for that.
My favorite match from that WrestleMania would have to be Hogan and Vince. Because I mean, let's face it, Vince is not trained, but he put on a banger with Hogan,
And Piper came out.
and
Back
Piper
to
came
WWE,
out.
Yeah.
I actually watched that last night. I don't know why.
Hey,
Talk about it today.
Right. But anyways, okay. The rest of the card for WrestleMania 39 is the Usos versus Owens and Sammy for the tag titles. Who do you guys have winning that?
I would say, like I said, I feel like it's the tribal chiefs, like, you know, trying to get rid of the Kevin Owens problem, and, you know, I feel like it's a setup for Kevin. But if it's not, I would probably have to say I'm going to go for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Okay, Joe, your pick. Joe, you kind of look like Kevin Owens, so.
Fucking people say that. but I sadly have to agree with Dipstick here. Yeah, I have to go Owens and Zayn.
Don?
I'm going with the Usos because of the fact that I think that's how it's going to work. I think that Sammy is putting on a show, like, and is going to betray Kevin Owens again, and it was all a setup, just like, you know, Cameron said there.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so now we have these weird fatal four-way tag team matches. I'm not sure who's in them. Don, do you know?
Some random. You got the Street Profits.
You got
That
Braun
random
and,
tag.
Braun and
Yeah,
Ricochet.
that's a random team that I think they're trying to put over. But you got the Viking Raiders, which is my pick, and the Alpha Academy, which also could win because of the fact that they have this whole storyline with the models and how to get
Thank
Gabe.
you! Sorry.
You know what? I feel like that's what John Monroe should learn how to do. Sheesh.
Damn.
Well, at least you know. I'm not going to take my catchphrases from some old Brendan Fraser movie, but
Hey, that was a good Brandon Fraser movie.
it was. But I get it. Encino Man's a classic, but come on.
True. So Don, who was you picking for that again? I'm sorry.
The Viking Raiders.
All right, I'm gonna have to go Street Profits. What are y'all's picks? I don't even know.
I gotta go Profits, man.
Sadly, I gotta agree with Patrick Starr there. Street Profits.
Did you for real call him Patrick Starr? So does that make you Squidward?
Oh
Hey,
man!
At least I'm more mature. At least I don't have a few screws loose. Like, I mean, hell, if I'm Squidward, if I'm Squidward, then heck, at least it's better be Squidward than a Pinhead.
So he's Patrick, you're Squidward. That makes
Where's SpongeBob?
That makes Don Mr. Krabs, and I guess I'm just some random fish. I don't know.
You have to be SpongeBob.
No, you know what? No, never mind. We'll make Joe. We'll make Joe over there a random fish because it's a nobody that nobody even knows about.
Oh.
Really? People know who the hell I am, man. Who are you? You can't even decide who the hell you even are.
Barely.
So come on.
But seriously,
I'm ready for May 6th. You know what? Maybe we don't even have to wait till May 6th. Maybe I can just like plan a week ahead. Heck, you know what? My birthday's coming up on the 14th. Why don't we just meet up early? And then I can just literally beat your ass right there in front of everyone.
Now, how about I just give you an ass kicking for your birthday? That sounds fantastic.
You know, how about we just set up a match right then and there?
All right. Okay. If we do this on the 14th, can I record it?
Sure.
Yeah, you can record the crybaby crying away to his mommy, trying to figure out what the hell happened to him.
Damn. So Joe, I'm not going to disrespect you in any way, because quite frankly, you scare me.
He looks kind of angry right now.
That scares you,
dude. I've seen this dude do some crazy stuff. Okay. Have you seen his family? They insane.
Well, you know what? I got a crazier family.
Shit.
Yeah.
His family is straight up nuts, bro. Wasn't your
Hey,
cousin
hang
in
on,
IWA?
Cameron. Why don't you do me a favor? Let's go legacy here. Look up a guy named Roland Hard, IWA Mid South. See how crazy my cousin was. That's my blood, pal.
So, Cameron, you've had so many different gimmicks. So, what's your favorite gimmick?
Probably Prince. He looks like a watered down one.
That was a good one.
He probably does the whole face thing too in the mirror every night.
Well, you know what? Besides what the leprechaun over here is saying,
Motherfucker. I know he just.
I'll have to say my favorite gimmick. I'll have to say my favorite gimmick was always Elvis, because like I could shine brighter, I could be better than this one over there.
Oh, I think not.
So basically, what you're saying is Joe Monroe stepped on your blue suede shoes, right?
Heck, he thinks he can steal my spotlight. He ain't stealing nobody's spotlight. That spotlight is mine. I ain't letting nobody steal our spotlight. Now, excuse me while I make this money real quick. I gotta go mute because something that Joe doesn't know how to do. Make money.
Yes, prostituting yourself on the streets make real good there. That's illegal, pal.
That was good.
And as far as him, man, there's only one true king, and he's dead. He ain't no Elvis. Just like I want to talk about someone else. He's probably watching right now, Logan Drake. I don't know if you guys know him or not, but you've seen the videos. I made him scream like a little punk. That's why he's the scream queen. He ain't no king. There's only been two kings that I know of who live in Memphis. It's Elvis Presley and Eric Long. See, Punk's like whatever this dude's name is today is what's wrong with professional wrestling. They need taught a lesson, and if it's the hard way, it's going to be the hard way.
So, in talking about that, what do you honestly think is wrong with professional wrestling? Is it just him, or is there something more to it?
No, it's punks like that. If you want my honest opinion,
Joe. People like Joe. That's what's wrong with it.
People like Joe. People like Joe actually respect the legacy of professional wrestling. And yes, it is a damn sport. Before people jump on, oh, it's sports entertainment. No, it's a damn sport. And what's crazy? What's crazy? Hold on. This is something you probably may agree upon.
And all out of respect, and all for once, I'm going to respect Joe for this. And all out of respect is people like Simply Rick, people who don't know how to freaking run a damn company, people who don't know how to promote a company, people who like to use people and set them up, and just to set them up to fail, get fired from a company when they over going to stomp on their dreams. So it's people like Rick who don't know what they're doing.
I won't plead the fifth on that, Mike, because we've already talked about that.
Yeah, we've had a long, extensive conversation.
But here's my other thing about it. You know, people say, you know, oh, they know how to fall. You know, the whole JR. Oh my God, you learn how to fall. No, yeah, sure. Who cares? We put our bodies on the freaking line. We take time away from our families to chase this dream. This is something I've always respected ever since I was a kid. Ever since my grandfather first showed me Ric Flair versus Harley Race. That's the very first match I can remember in my mind. And that's the type of wrestling I do. That's the style of wrestling I love doing. But you get some punks in here that disrespect the business, then I'm going to have a problem with that. Just like this melly mouth punk Cameron. I got a problem with it. Pick a gimmick. I know who I am, pal. Joe Monroe will always be my name.
Well, that is my family name. Before all the respect was out there, I'm going to put a little bit more respect on Joe. Let me tell you something. I'm the only person in my family. That's actually made their dream, because my whole family, let me tell you something, my whole family wanted me to become them, wanted me to be like them, wanted me to walk and talk. Everybody wanted me to walk and talk like them, but I was different. Ain't nothing wrong with being different. Ain't nothing wrong with going out there chasing your dream and making people kiss your ass as soon as you make up to your dreams. Hell, I got bullies that literally came up to me and said, Cameron, you know what? I respect you. I respect everything everything you became. Because let me tell you something. Even though we bullied you, you still decided to rise above us. And you know, now we have full on respect for you. And you know what? I could have said, you know what? Fuck you. You did all this shit to me. But you know what? I decided to be the bigger man and be like, you know what? I respect that. And let me tell you something. I respect Joe, but Joe got a big mouth. But at least Joe knows how to tell somebody to their face instead of going over text and saying, "Hey, hey, you're fired for doing this. You're fired for doing that. You don't know what you're talking about." I've been in the wrestling business for 10 years. At least Joe has a heart to come to somebody's face and say something. But you know what? All I'm going to say is all things aside, Joe, I don't care. I'm going to whip your ass no matter what.
Is he done talking? Because I'm done sleeping. Anyways.
Let me tell you something. Anytime that somebody sees Joe, click. When's the next wrestler coming out? When's
So you're saying that everybody goes to professional
You know
fans?
what? Once you go back home, hey, listen, I wrestled in Jellicoe for a year. Those people down there love me. They still respect me. I thought I had my last match there last July because of health problems, but I can't bounce back a month later and went to Triple Crown.
And
So
I
you
know
say
a little
people-
bit about Triple Crown. I used to work for him.
Yeah. So you saying people don't know me? People know who the hell I am, pal. I know who the hell I am. But Cameron, do you know who you are?
I know who the hell I am.
You could be a weak ass Elvis Presley or a wannabe light skinned Prince.
Well, at least this light-skinned Prince and Elvis Presley can get.
Diego. I mean,
At least I can
want.
literally get more women than you do. How many women have you got in your DMs?
Man, all I need is one, and I'm already married to her. That's all that matters.
Good
I have
cover.
2 beautiful children with her, and that's all that matters.
So
Good cover. Good cover.
Good cover, yeah, good cover.
But anyways, all of this to say, there is respect for the business between you two, but no respect for each other in a way.
Basically, yeah, you got it down pat. I have no respect for this moron, but
I have no respect for. I have no respect for this Oompa Loompa over here.
Oompa Loompa. I'll show you fucking Oompa Loompa.
I mean,
So-
what you gonna
Cameron.
do, Joe?
Hey,
What you gonna do,
you
Joe?
still
You
got
gonna
that
sit
plunger
on
up your
me?
butt from that little
You gonna
plunger
sit
guy
on me?
from
You gonna be a little
KGW?
Kung Fu Panda and sit on me?
Did you just call him Kung Fu Panda?
he did. He did.
Take that as a compliment. That's Jack Black, baby.
Hey, Jack Black's a great actor.
Exactly. That's a compliment.
The Rock's got
Also-
more acting skills than Jack Black does.
Which
Have
apparently
you been-
you're not The Rock. You try to be.
Have you been in any movies?
Actually,
Me?
I've actually started one.
What one?
Your home movies don't count.
When I was in high school, they were hiring extras for a new movie. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called The Musician or something like that. But
Whoa! Hey, no. We can't talk about that. Sorry. No X-rated stuff here.
I mean, right now, I literally got. Here's the thing. I literally got to replace my camera right now because he just broke it. Just by showing his face, he just broke my damn screen.
Weak. Sorry, what?
All right, so what match are we going to have between you two? Is it going to be a wrestling match or is it going to be a fight?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter as long as somebody
have to
learns
deal with
respect. As long as somebody's standing, somebody gonna learn respect. And let me tell you something. One of us ain't gonna be walking out, and I can guarantee you, it's gonna be this punk over here.
Listen, I don't care if it's Triple Crown. I don't care if it's another company. Just know, next time you see me, you're going to be looking up at me. It's that simple.
Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Monroe Legacy has been around for years, pal. How long has your legacy been?
Here's the thing. This is gonna be my first time wrestling a diva.
Damn. Just damn. He done called you a leprechaun.
Yeah.
And everything else.
That's all the factor stars.
Yep.
Bro,
Oompa Loompa.
bro, that's it. All right, I'm calling the match right now. You two are going to have a match that's going to be an Irish town fight. Is what it's going to be.
Why not have an Irish pub fight?
That works too. I know where there's one
I'm
at.
good with
I'll
that.
talk to the owner.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
He probably can't hold his drink anyway, so.
Well,
So, Cameron,
unlike most Irish people, I don't drink. I at least keep sober.
Oh, so are you like sober, like for real?
No. Oh yeah, I'm always sober, but it looks like I need to give this Irish punk a little intervention.
Joe, any comeback to that?
Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm always going to be drinking.
Typical.
I love that.
Typical.
Yeah, I'm always. It's a curse. It's an Irish curse. I'm always going to be drinking. That's not going to happen.
So, Cameron, so is your next gimmick gonna be CM Punk?
Hell no.
Are you gonna be like?
Straight in.
Are you gonna be like a messiah and claim like that you're better than everybody else because you're straight edge?
See, that's where people just miss the big picture. They say I'm going to be like this. They say I'm going to be like that. I'm just going to be me.
Well, the
I'm going to
reason
be me and me only.
Then who are you,
Cameron? This is me being real with you right now. This is Mike talking to Cameron. I'm the reason you got into wrestling. I talked to you about KEPW. Okay.
You know what? I do give you props for that. I do give you respect for that. You did show me KPW, and you did help me get my first gig at KPW. I give you that.
So this is me talking to you, okay? From one friend to another. The reason why people say the stuff they say about you is because how many times have you changed your persona in the span of a year? And I mean, I'm just being real with you, bro. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm being real with you.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people don't take you seriously, bro. It's because you've changed your persona time and time again.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, like, let me ask you a question. When you were a kid and you saw yourself as a wrestler, did you see yourself as Diego? Did you see yourself as you, only amplified? Or did you see yourself as something entirely different?
To be honest, when I first got into wrestling, and I really didn't know who my character was going to be. And let me tell you something. If I got to continue to figure out who I am, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue.
I'm not saying that you're not at all. I'm just trying to, help you out a little bit because.
Oh yeah, I got you.
You know,
I got you. But to be honest, I really didn't know what kind of wrestler I was going to be. I didn't know it because I'm still in training. Like I'm still in training. I'm still trying to do the best I can. Because see, with me moving down here to where I am, it's hard for me to even get. It's hard for me to get to places in Kentucky because Kentucky's going wild right now. Because I used to do like wrestling in Tennessee when I worked for RWA with Chris Hensley. He's the one who came up with the Diego character. And then when I went to go see Mark Henry, I didn't see Mark Henry, but I told a friend to go see Mark Henry and show him a picture of me as Diego and see what Mark Henry thought of what I could possibly be. And Mark Henry just straight up said, you know what, you fit a Samoan vibe. You have that good Samoan vibe. But I just got off with the phone with Scott Diamond actually, and he's like, from now on, when you go to new wrestling companies, to promoters, let them know that you're just Cameron. Let them know that you're there to help. Let them know that you're there to do whatever, pay your dues, whatever. And then you'll find that respect, and you'll find that they'll take you much more seriously when you have that wrestling psychology in my head. Because the entertainment stuff he said, I got it down good. I got it down. That's all. That's good with me. But I gotta get my wrestling psychology down.
Yeah. Trust me. Me and Scott have had our talks too. I know. And wrestling psychology does help, does it not, Joe?
Oh, it does, 100%.
The Mike Maverick character that I do is something that I've done forever, and it's just me only amplified. But whenever I go to wrestling shows, I'm not Mike Maverick. I'm Michael Keaton.
Right.
Regardless of my name being famous, that's who I am. But anyways, I'm just trying to look out for you, man. I don't want to see you, get destroyed by the wrestling business. And let's face it, it can't happen.
Oh yeah, it can.
I will say, even though me and Joe, even though me and Joe, we don't like each other, we still have like you said, we still have respect for the wrestling business. And even though and also even if we don't, even if we disagree on the same thing, I have respect for Joe. I have a lot of respect for Joe. But sometimes when it comes to shutting a punk up, I'll have the chance to shut a punk up.
Shit. The only punk I see is the one trying to drive and hold his phone at the same time. That's a punk.
You know what? Every time I hear Joe speak, I just think of the Charlie Brown adults. Blomp, 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 blomp.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
He did.
No, we
Well, at
didn't.
least people will listen to me talk. Every time he talk, people fall asleep, and that's a proven fact.
Damn.
Went to the doctor the other day. Said I couldn't sleep. He showed me an old Diego promo.
Hey, the common cure, man, for fucking sleep deprivation is looking at a camera match.
It's my leaky faucet. How much does it cost of my HVAC check?
I'm just giving you
know
shit,
what?
Cameron. Calm down.
Here's the thing. All my final words are right now, because I gotta drop this. I believe it's Joe's fat ass.
Nope, it's freezing up.
Just a tap.
So I'm gonna just say this. Joe, you name the time and the place, and we can have whatever your little Irish pub fight, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be one walking out. You're gonna need a
Dude, I
stretcher.
will slap.
More like, you know what?
Dude,
No.
I will.
You're not gonna need a stretcher. You're gonna need a train to lift your ass up.
Dude, I will slap you harder than Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Jesus
So shut
Christ! I knew it. Damn.
up. Shut up.
Let me tell you something. My
I'll make
girlfriend
you
slapped
go.
harder than you.
Joe Monroe just hit me.
My girlfriend can slap harder than you can.
What?
My girlfriend
I literally
can put on
can't hear a
bigger
word
matches
you're
than
saying.
you ever could.
Who?
All right, what?
Seriously, what did you just say? I can't.
Oh, shut up.
What I said, if you can hear me, Joe, is that my girlfriend can put on bigger punches than you can.
Shit. I mean, if she's Irish, I mean, she probably could, but
Anyway,
because there's one thing: an Irish man can fight, but if you mess with an Irish woman, good luck to you. You're dead.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my wife is Irish and German, so I'm fucked.
Listen, my wife's Irish and Scottish. I'm screwed.
Yeah, so
I will admit, Joe, your wife. When those mix together, somebody.
Yeah. And so if I ever end up on the news, it's probably because there's like body parts in different counties.
Listen, I'll say this: the Irish is 100% better than the Scots. There you go.
All right. So this has been a fun podcast. Cameron, thanks for joining us. Joe, thanks for being here. And we'll do that one-on-one interview at some point, whenever you're.
And believe it or not, this is actually new. This is something I dug up. It was my grandfather's, so this is actually new.
What is it? A shillelagh?
It's a. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I think it's an Irish club.
It looks like a shillelagh almost.
But it's got the Monroe initial at the end. So
that's awesome, bro.
So yeah, this is going to be my new thing since my current manager is no longer going to be with us.
So what happened with that? Like, he just
decided to retire. He's got a family now, and I respect that. He's going to retire. So, I mean, I ain't got nothing but respect for it. I mean, family comes first. That's how I was raised, and that's how he was raised, and I ain't got no issue with that.
And I respect that.
Yeah, the only issue I got is some punk, trying to talk over me. He's down there. But anyways.
Down there.
Which is where he needs to be. But,
Wow.
We're not going to get into that right now.
How do you really feel? Go ahead.
Oh, how do I really feel? Yeah. I think we've already went over that, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, your name's Maverick, so he has to be Goose. I mean, he has to be the dumb one to hit the Shield, right?
Yeah, right. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Didn't Goose have the family? I think,
Said
right?
what I
Isn't that
said.
how it went?
Said what I said. Said what I said. Said what I said.
But anyways, I'm actually going to be probably coming back to TCW, not the Saturday following WrestleMania, but the one after that.
All right.
Well, here's the thing. Here's all I gotta say, because I'm about to go out to eat with my wife and her family. Joe, you made the decision of making this match between you and me. You run it by your little boss. You run it by whoever you gotta suck dick to or kiss ass
Oh,
to.
dang!
You run it by them, and then you let me know the date and the time to where to come.
You know, I could do what me and the so-called Nightmare Walter Paul did. I got a junkyard up here at my family farm. Let's do that. You want to do that?
Let's do it. Anytime, any place.
Well,
A junkyard match? I haven't seen one of those since WCW.
let's not talk about that, Mike. That was terrible. You're going to get me on a rant.
That was
and
a
you don't want to
great
hear
match.
it.
It was a great concept.
That was a great match. Then I'm the Dalai Lama. That was not a great match.
It was a great concept.
No.
Conceptually, yes, it was.
No, it was.
Execution was bad.
Okay, for one, that's what she said, and for two, yeah, the execution was terrible.
Yes,
just
much like
terrible.
Much like Sting and Hogan from Starrcade '97.
Or the finger poke. Shut up.
Yeah, or that.
Well, all I can say is that I appreciate you, Mike, for having me on here. Joe, I'll see you anytime, any place. You run it by your boss, and then we'll make the match official. Because I'm not afraid to travel up there and kick some ass. So, Mike, Joe, Mike, actually, you have a great day. Joe, go wrestling for a treadmill.
Oh, go wrestle for a treadmill. Apparently, this guy doesn't realize I work out a lot.
So, Joe, any closing comments for our beloved Cameron?
He's going to die.
Damn.
It's that simple. Just much like Logan Drake, if he shows up May 6th, because supposedly that's the date he's supposed to show back up, he's going to end up dying this year. I guarantee it.
Damn.
And
I'm going to give the eulogy, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. You can have the eulogy. I don't care, but no, I am going to say this. I do want to thank you for letting me on here. And I want to say to people,
promote your social medias or whatever.
I go by Joe Monroe on Facebook. I got a YouTube page, and also, believe it or not, I have a TikTok. Even though it's about to be banned, I don't care. It's good. I like it. But yeah, I think this year you haven't seen nothing yet, people.
And for those of you who are watching, we are coming back Saturday and Sunday with the WrestleMania Watch Along, which will be part of the Digital Media Championship Tournament. This is the final round. We're down to the final three people: myself, Donnie, and Kevin. One of those three will be the first WWM Digital Media Heavyweight Champion. So that's pretty much what's going on.
Don't pull a WCW and put yourself.
I could pull a Vince Russo.
Oh, don't you ever say that word in front of me ever again.
Wow, you hate Vince Russo, huh?
More than Jim Cornette, probably.
Jesus.
Yeah. But anyways, on a lighter note, people, I do want to say promote your local independent wrestling, even though some dipsticks may be running it. And, go check out Triple Crown Wrestling. Since they finally made a green shirt, it's about time the Dalai Lama Pro Wrestling did something about that. And if you don't like me, then I don't care.
There you go. That's the best way to finish this out. So, go ahead.
Cameron, if you ever get lucky, just like Logan Drake did twice, and end up winning, I'm just going to keep coming and coming. Like you said earlier, Mike, I am a lot like Jason Voorhees. I keep coming until I either win or I die.
Right.
So it's that simple. I'm do or die. That's it.
Yeah. Well, for that, it's been a privilege to have you on. Cameron, thanks for being on. Don, thanks for being on. I, of course, am Mike Maverick. For Joe, we'll see you this Saturday at 6 p.m. live right here on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, everywhere else. We'll see you Saturday. Have a good one.